Hi guys, today we're going to have a look at OpenALPR API. This is the automatic license plate recognition, and basically what you see on the left there I've set up as a demo just to kind of get a sense of how it works, and I'm going to run you through the demo. So without further ado, this is how it looks when you start. Obviously you can pick a file of a car with a license plate on it, and it will go and query the API and come back with the hopefully correct plate number and a bunch of other information about that. This is just a subset that I've got here, but essentially you can throw these images. So basically I've got, for this demo, this code is available on GitHub at my repo, which I'll link below. So I've just set up a basic file input here, and we've got some files here which we'll run through. So firstly I've got just a couple of config files. Now you need a secret key from OpenALPR when you sign up. They'll give you some credit. What I've done, I'll put that in server.js here, but obviously you'd want to get that after you've done some sort of authentication, which I haven't implemented here. So what I've done to sort of emulate that, just for ease of use, is to put that in a little config file. So, but client settings, I've set something called country to Australia. So basically the start point here is, as usual, sort of a onReady function where I start the demo, and start, all it basically does is detect the on change of the button here, and if it sees that and a file comes in, it is going to call this show image function. Show image, pretty basic stuff, gets the file and reads it as a data URL, and then essentially I'm just putting that in nicely here to kind of show you what the image was that you uploaded on the page, and then I call this retrieve plate. So this is where there's kind of heavy lifting, and this just returns a promise, so I can do .then kind of, you know, success fail sort of standard stuff. So the adapter is the key bit, and the retrieve plate, for ease of use, I've set it up to take an image data URL. That was it. You could potentially set this up to take like form data or something like that, but or the actual input, but I kind of wanted to make the adapter as flexible as possible, so that's how I've done it. So basically return the promise. We're just going to check if that config is valid here, and then I needed to, the way that the API requires the data is in a form data object, or, well, this was basically the easiest way I could get it to work. So the form data object will accept a blob object, and you can create one of those by converting the data URI. And I found some code that does that, and to be honest, I haven't really examined it in any great detail, but it works. So that returns a blob, and then we need to get our URL from OpenALPR, which looks like this, and so that's what that does, and then we pass that into the AJAX request, the post, and this is basically returns a will resolve or reject when the data has been returned. So one other thing we could quickly look at is what is actually the data that you get back. So this is a data object. Probably the most interesting stuff is the plate information here. It'll also give you interestingly, the coordinates of the license plate, and I've seen you can do things like put boxes and stuff around it with like a canvas object. Yeah, so that is pretty much how it works. Back in the demo, all I did here to output this data down the bottom is just loop through that object. And oh, interestingly, maybe I've used Lodash to kind of get the different bits and pieces. Just reduces on kind of that whole error checking code that you might otherwise have to write. Just makes it look a bit neater. So that is basically how it works. Yeah, this obviously needs to be wrapped in some sort of authentication code, but other than that, that is basically it. So thanks for watching, and please thumbs up if you like this video.